Hello. Wait, I deleted their. Ooh, and we're off to such a good start right now. Hello everyone. How's it going? How are we today? We're gonna be drawing. I'm very excited. I've never done a drawing stream before, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see what this is like. I don't think ever had background music for my stream, so that's pretty fun. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're gonna draw some magical girls today. I'm very excited. I have some ideas. I mean, you can see even just like from the title and the thumbnail that we're going for like this very punk rock aesthetic. We're in a zombie apocalypse is the setting of our, I was about to say fictional magical girl story. Obviously it's fictional, but like fictional in the sense of I'm not a showrunner. Like we're not making a story. We're just drawing some characters and talking about what it could be if it ever were anything more than this. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas already. This is the thing, is I'm great at ideas. What you're gonna learn in a second is that I don't know how to draw. But that's never stopped me from trying. But yeah, I think that's something I've wanted my channel to be really focused on, is this idea of learning. Like that's something I want to do with my audience. I want to learn with you guys. I want to create new things and figure out how to do things I've never done before. And now I'm finally making it happen, which is super exciting. I would love to do more of this. I even think like even more basic things of like learning how to use different brushes in this program, or like learning how to use the art tablet. That's another thing I'm realizing that I'm not great at yet, is that I still don't really know how to use the art tablet. I got this thing seriously a decade ago and used it a ton when I first got it, and then kind of lost interest in drawing for a while. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes, what happens. But I want to show off some really cool things I downloaded from VTuber Nook. I love VTuber Nook. If you're a VTuber, go VTuber-Nook, not, there's like a clone of them that's been like using AI and stuff. Don't go to them. Go to VTuber-Nook.com and you can see what I downloaded from them is this lovely little art tablet for my model, as well as the arm on screen so you can watch me draw. Isn't that so cool? Ooh, the song changed. I'm using this like royalty-free music. This Sakura girl has so many songs on YouTube that are completely royalty-free. The link to her is in the description. I think they're very relaxing. I like her music a lot. Okay. I love the way the hand looks a little bit broken when I go to the right part of the tablet. Anyway, I opened up Krita here, and we're gonna do some drawing. I don't know, ooh, wait, there we go. I don't know how many pixels. We're gonna make it like 5 pixels because I'm gonna zoom in more. I don't know if anyone else finds this, when I can see the entire canvas, I'm daunted, but if I'm zoomed in super close to one part of it, it doesn't bother me anymore. Like even if I can see the edge like this, it's somehow less scary to only be drawing on one part of a canvas. But yes, punk rock magical girls. Actually, I think the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some text in here. Okay, we're gonna write down some basic concepts, and this is actually, I'm gonna type this in the chat, and we're gonna pin it to the chat so people know this in the future. Sorry, now I'm typing. Basically, I want suggestions from chat. So as I'm drawing, as I'm creating and making ideas, there we go, let it pin. Yes, pin message, good. Like please jump in. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you have ideas. We're making this together. This is not a watch me do it, I'm creating everything. I mean, it is a watch me do it, because you're not drawing it, I'm drawing it. Anyway, okay. You get the idea. So great, we're gonna create some text, and we're gonna start basic concept, magical girls. Ooh, OBS disconnected already, that's not good. Okay, OBS is back. It was only down for a second. That's not bad at all. We're fine. If it keeps doing that, I might have to get rid of my pretty hand drawing thing. I was worried that was gonna make OBS go down. Anyway, okay. So our main character has, maybe that's not the wrong way to write it. We're gonna write down just basic plot point ideas, even though it's not a full story. But we've got our mascot guy, right? And he gives some kind of gem, because it has to be a gem, you know, magical gem, to girls to turn them into magical girls, obviously. Girls have the magic, right? Yes, okay. But he gives it to our main character. Then, this is the kicker, then he dies. He's gone. No more little mascot guy. He was cute while he lasted. He's gone already. So now, it's up to, we're gonna just call her MC. It's up to her to find the other magical girls. Right? Do you see the vision? That this is a fun story? Okay. That's the basic plot. Here's the other thing that I want to note about it that's worth writing down. This is not a tragical girl story. So if you don't know about that, the anime Madoka Magica, my beloved, actually I was watching Madoka when I had this idea, so I will say that it's inspired by it, but it was darker and heavier, which was not something magical girls had previously done, and it sparked the tragical girl genre, which is just depressing. The whole point of tragical girls is, if you've ever heard of cute girls doing cute things anime, this is not that. Tragical girls are cute girls doing depressing things, and it's sad, and no one likes it. No one wants to watch it. So we're not making that. We're making something that is positive and happy, but has a little bit of a grittier background. Maybe a little bit, I don't want to say adult, because I don't think it would be, like, inappropriate for children. I don't think it's, like, crazy, bloody, or gory or anything. It's just a little bit more mature. But overall, the message, the ending, everything, the reason that I picked to, like, in the thumbnail to say that it's a punk rock story specifically, is because the one thing that punk does, the meaning of punk, is that the world is fucked up and we're gonna do something about it. And that is ultimately the message of our story here, is that we are doing something. We are not, I just dropped my pen, hold on. We are not just gonna lay down and let everything be wrong. Yes, so that's our story that we're trying to tell, basically. And now, we're gonna get into characters, because that's what I'm excited about, is character design. I like world building. I actually have taken college classes in world building. Like, I know how to build a world. That's just not what I want to do today. I want to draw pretty dresses. Okay. So I think the first step to doing that, we have to talk about what a team of magical girls actually is. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna make another text box. And we're gonna write down, there are, I would say, 6 colors that your typical magical girls have. And we're just gonna write down what they are. So we've got pink magical girl. That is the leader. She's fun. She is happy. She's very naive and clumsy. There we go. That's all we need. I have more than that in my head, but that's the gist of what we're getting at. Ooh, I can't change the whole text box. That's good to know. Okay, so the next one will have to be a new text box. Okay, great. So then after pink, next color, red. That's next in our rainbow. Red magical girl is obviously fire. This we're gonna see passionate, you know, energetic. Good. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Right. I need to make a new text box every time. Fizzy, how old are these characters gonna be? Ooh, that's a good question. 15 maybe? We can play with that. I don't think I want them to be super young. This isn't, I don't think, like a middle school magical girl story, but they are teenagers. Okay. I'm I get yellow, but it needs to be like a dark yellow so we can see it against the white backdrop. This is gonna be an ugly color, but it has to be for the sake of this. Okay, so yellow is interesting because there are multiple different yellow tropes. So yellow is either the shy, kind of nerdy, kind of awkward one. We see that a lot. We see that in, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like Doremi. Why can I not think of the yellow girl's name in Magical Doremi? Hold on. Hold on. Let me Google it. It's gonna bother me. What's her name? Yes, Momoko. Momoko Asuka. Yes. That kind of character, right? Or she's also energetic and happy. If I can spell... Okay. Yes, good. So these are our first 3. Oh, let me move you. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna make another one. A new text box. This is gonna be green. And the green magical girl. I'm trying to think. Very nature-based usually. Very kind. I feel like green girls, like Lettuce in Tokyo Mew Mew. That kind of vibe. Ooh, I'm into this song. Sorry. I haven't heard any. Well, I've heard some of it. I listened to some of Sakura Girl's music, but I haven't heard all of it. I just kind of put the playlist on. Okay, nature-based, very kind. I feel like I don't have any evidence to back this up, but I feel like the green girl is usually the oldest in the group. We're gonna put a question mark behind that because I have no, like, I can't think of any examples of that off the top of my head. Maybe Glitter Force is that. I can't remember the green one's name in Glitter Force either. Okay, I know so many magical girl anime. That's what we're gonna learn today, is that Fizzy spends all of her time watching magical girls. Okay, then we've got the blue one. And I feel like a blue magical girl, usually the best friend. That's an important aspect. They're gonna be smart. They're gonna be very, very intelligent. Very, what am I looking for? They're pretty headstrong. That's a good word to describe your average blue magical girl. They're also weirdly often rich. Oh, that's another, sorry, this is another red trope actually that's worth mentioning. For some reason, red magical girls have a dead parent. I don't know what's up with that. We're gonna put a question mark there too, because I don't know why that happens, but it happens all the time. I believe, what examples am I thinking of? Is that Sailor Mars? Is that an example? Maybe? I can't remember. Whoopsies. Okay, and then lastly, our 6th, we're only creating 5 girls today. We're gonna have an odd number because then pink can be in the center. 1 second. Yes, okay. We're only creating 5 girls, but I'm writing down all 6 tropes just so we have them all. Okay, so now we got purple is the last one, and the purple one is kind of the antagonist. She usually joins late. Kind of mean. But, like, in an older sister way. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Isn't this great that we're 20 minutes into the drawing stream and I haven't done any drawing yet? Yes, okay. This all feels like a good start. I don't know about you guys. I feel like I know where I'm going from this. So let's start. We're gonna eliminate one of these kinds of girls. I'm actually gonna keep the text tool out so I can do that. And this is my thought on that, because I have done some preparation for this stream. Oh God, what's going on with my model? Oh, I know what's happening with my model. That's really funny. Oop. The reason my mouth wasn't closing and the expression like that was happening, is because I pressed, while I was typing, I pressed my hotkeys to change my expression. That's really funny. Okay. Wasn't she a little bit terrifying for a second? Isn't that great? Oh, I didn't want you. Get rid of you. I didn't put that there. Okay. Yes, okay. I think we're gonna get rid of purple. And here's why I think we're gonna get rid of purple. Is that our main character, I don't have super solid ideas. Like, I'm not 100% sold on who any of our characters are gonna be, but I think our main character is a little bit reluctant. Normally I feel like the pink girl is super happy to find out she's a magical girl. We see that in Madoka Magica when she's excited and like still a little more reluctant, but very naive about it. Or I've been watching Lolly Rock lately. That's Iris. Immediately they tell her, hey, you're magical, and she says, okay, great, I am. But I think our leader is gonna be both pink and purple, because I think she's a little bit more nervous about it. I think she's a little less willing to just throw herself in. Okay. Yes. This feels like a good group. I know I have them in rainbow order, and it's gonna be a little bit ugly to pull them out of rainbow order, but I want pink in the middle because she's the leader. Okay. So I think our outside is gonna be green. I actually think, wait, this is what we're gonna do. I think our main trio are gonna be these three. Or do we want to go classic magical girl and our main trio is pink, yellow, blue? Maybe that's the move. Yeah, and then red and green are there and part of the group, but not as solidly as these three are. Oh, this is a good song. Hold on, what are we listening to? Sakura Girl. This song is called Clown! Yes, this is perfect. Thank you, Sakura Girl. I love your music. I can't believe the song is called Clown. That's so funny. Oh, my hand is blocking all of the text on stream too. Haha, okay. How would red and green feel about being not really part of the group? I mean, they're still part of the group. They're just like not, like, I think they're gonna join later. Because the storyline is gonna be about our main pink girl finding the rest of them. Okay, here's the thoughts. We're gonna get a new text box, and this one's gonna be black, because I don't want it associated with any of those colors. Okay, so I think the other thought I already had, that I want to play with the blue being the best friend trope. I think they're ex-friends. They were childhood friends. Okay. Right? And they had some kind of falling out. I'm being so careful to not type any capital letters because shift is my hotkey to change my model. Okay, they had some kind of falling out. And now Pink is finding these magical girls, and oh shit, this bitch that she hates is one of the magical girls. And I think they have kind of an antagonistic dynamic because we don't have the purple girl to add that in. I think we need it from someone else. Right? Oh no, I just turned on my, there we go. I changed my expression again, I know it. They're both magical girls. Okay, that's how, and I think that's gonna be the main duo. Right? The two of them are doing their thing, trying to get along, trying to be friends. Yes. And then they find the yellow one next. Find yellow next. Okay. And then I think we're gonna need green next. Well, it depends. Which direction do we want to go for yellow? Because if we want her to be the shy, awkward, quiet one, we want to add red next. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on that. I'll add that later. I want to start drawing. I know there's more prep work to be done. Like I said, I've literally studied world building. Like, I know how to create a world. I just don't want to right now. I had the stream all blocked out with time for that, but I want to draw. Okay. We're also not making, like, fully realized character designs yet. We're gonna spend some time sketching today, is the main idea. Okay, I want our pink color for sketching to be kind of pink, kind of lavender. There we go. That's a good color. We're gonna spend some time just sketching out ideas. I made a Pinterest board for this as well. Here's the thing about having a Pinterest board is that I can't show it to you. I don't want to show it because Pinterest uses other people's art, and so I don't want to be sharing art without proper permission or sources or anything, and also because I'm scared some of it may be AI and I didn't catch it. I don't want to put that on my stream. Okay. We're gonna scroll over a bit. We're gonna keep all of this to the side as I'm drawing. So this is another thing, is I don't know how to draw. I don't do a lot of it, and I especially don't know how to draw on an art tablet. Like I said, I've been kind of trying to reteach myself how to do it. Okay, we just need to get kind of a basic face shape in here. That's too sharp. I don't like that. See, but now it's too long. Yeah. You'll notice quickly. Fizzy, do you have a favorite artist? Ooh. I don't know if I do, actually. I don't know. For other VTubers, I do watch a lot of other people's art streams. I know, not to bring, like, not to be the girl talking about HoloLive in my VTube stream, but I really, really love Rauda. Like, I could watch her draw all day. Okay, we're gonna erase some of this. We're gonna make our circle there at the top smaller. Okay, like I said, we're just sketching. Like, I don't want to bother erasing a lot of lines. Oh, come on. See, I'm still learning how to get the pen to, like, go where I want it to. You can see my lines are super shaky while I'm drawing on the tablet as well. Okay, we're also gonna kind of curve that a little bit more. Okay, great. And then I think I want to take this, lasso her, ooh, lasso all of her. Hold on, there we go. Okay, great. And then just rotate her a little bit. There we go. That's better. Why? Oh, I'm not on the pen. That would be why. Okay. Get kind of. I know basic anatomy. This is the thing. I was really, really into drawing when I was, like, in middle school. So I draw kind of like a middle schooler does, I think. You know, I've got a lot of the basic middle schooler just started learning how to draw anatomy ideas in my head. Okay. I keep doing that where I go to the mouse instead of the brush. All right. Oh, but I'm on the eraser, that's why it's not working. Okay, so we got chest, shoulders. Maybe the shoulders are a bit bigger than I drew that one. That's too big. Ooh, that's also too big. Again, I'm still learning how to make the art tablet do what I want. Okay, there we go, that's better. Those are about equal now. And then we're gonna put her neck in there. We'll deal with it later. For right now, we're just getting basic anatomy. That's too small. What is fairy middle school like? Excellent question that I was super prepared to answer on stream. Have I told you that I've also studied improv? No, fairy middle school is different than human middle school, because you guys learn things like science, and I learned things like jokes. Which is why I'm so deeply entertaining. See, I was the jester of the fairy court, so, like, I had a job. Like, I've been busy. What have y'all been doing? This whole, oh, we don't believe in child labor business. If I just draw enough lines, it'll kind of work, right? Fairies believe in child labor. Humans should do more child labor. That's not true. I didn't mean that. There we go. Okay, great. And then we need some arms in here. Here's the thing, is I want her arms kind of pointed out so that we can draw her dress and really get a look at her dress. Clip that! No, don't clip that! That's the great thing about streaming on YouTube versus Twitch, is that you can't clip YouTube the same way you can clip Twitch. Okay, her elbows need to be a little bit lower down, I think. See, this is where we learn that I don't really know anatomy. But that's okay. I'm getting a start here. Okay. And then some knees. I'm a big fan of drawing like this kind of pose where like her foot is going up. You know, like she's got one leg like this and then one down. Right? I think that's what we're going for. Not that one though, obviously. Fizzy is canceled. No, I've barely started. Whoa, okay. And we're gonna erase some of this stuff in here. This music is really good. Like low-key, I'm super into this. Alright, and then we're gonna put a foot kind of somewhere around here, seems right. The way this is all based on vibes. You're supposed to be like a certain number of heads tall or whatever. I don't know about that. I'm just drawing where it feels right. Okay, great. We'll get some kind of arms in here. Ooh. Okay. Notice how this arm is super skinny. That's not necessarily intentional. I do not know enough about art to play with body types. Like, I mean, we can make some of them, you know, wider and skinnier, or like taller or shorter or whatever. I do kind of want, I'm thinking whatever our green girl ends up being, I can picture her being very tall and lanky. I like that for her. Okay. I made this circle way too close to her. Like, that's not the direction her arm is pointed. We're just gonna erase it. We're gonna erase this circle too. She doesn't have wrists anymore. I don't even think I'm gonna draw hands. That would be a fun stream, just learning how to draw hands. Because I don't know how to do that. We could try. We could go for like a sort of little kid swoopy kind of deal for her hands. Yeah, I'm okay with that for now. That works. If I can draw a line in the direction I'm trying to draw in, there we go. That's too bad. That's even worse than what I'm capable of. I mean, I'm capable of drawing actually good hands. I'm just not doing it. That's only 4 fingers. There we go, 5th finger. It's fine, pretend you didn't see that. Okay. Oh, I was gonna put one leg up and then I didn't. Oh well, that's okay because this way we can show off more of like what her skirt's gonna look like. She does, I think, need to have a skirt. I think I want her to have some elements of like your classic. I want a bit of an homage to Sailor Moon with her. You know, like the sailor girl school uniform kind of thing. Like not completely that, but a little bit of homage to it. Because we're going for the punk aesthetic, probably with more like, I don't know, spikes. We'll see. I want each of them, once we get into more like world building-y kind of stuff, because I said that I don't want to do it right now. We will be doing that on the stream. I am actually thinking this is going to be a longer stream than I normally do. I'll be honest, the time limit on this stream is when Fizzy gets hungry. That's literally all the time limit I have. I love the aesthetic of like long legs and short torso. I think that's good character design. Like big feet, long legs, short torso, peak. I'm a huge fan of the new, I mean everyone's a huge fan of the new Mirror Me dolls, and those are kind of their proportions. Okay. I feel like a lot of art advice I've seen is to not draw a million little sketchy lines like that, but that's how I'm drawing it. Here we are. Get rid of some of this in between here. You know what? This isn't bad. This isn't the best drawing in the world, but it's not bad. It's not the worst thing I've ever drawn. I do think, though, that her head's too big. I want to make her head smaller. I missed some of it. There we go. That's better. Oh, this one. I'm also still learning how to use Krita. That's what we're drawing in, is Krita. I don't know if I said that already. Okay. Actually, wait. I want to move it a little bit more. because I want to pull it in this way so it's not as wide. A million sketchy lines is how I draw too. Yeah, exactly. It's fine. You get the idea. We're just sketching. If this was line art, I wouldn't be doing that. Okay. There we go. That looks about right. This is kind of human anatomy. You get the impression of a human from this, and that's what I want. Okay, now we get into the fun part, which is designing her outfit. Or maybe we should go with her hairstyle first. I feel like that tells us much more about who she is, right? Okay, so one thing I know about her, we're gonna get a different color for this. Ooh, and we're gonna put it on a different layer too. Look at me, I know how to draw. We're gonna get a darker color maybe. Okay, she's gotta have big, like, round eyes. Not like that though. There we go. Nope, too far. See, I'm kind of learning how to do it as I go, and that's fun, right? Okay. Ooh. Maybe I need to zoom in more. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Oh god, you can see how bad my lines are. Also, okay. While I'm sketching, I keep my laptop propped up in front of, while I'm streaming, I keep my laptop propped up in front of me, and my mouse keeps rolling underneath the thing it's propped up on, and I think that's a little bit evil. Ooh, didn't mean to draw a dot there. Okay, great. Boop. Give her a smile, maybe a little nose. Okay, that's cute. Okay, we've got a face. We can work with this. So she's gotta have pigtails of some kind to be our magical girl leader. Oh, you can't see any of my text now. That's okay. I'm thinking like a half up, half down sort of deal for her pigtails because she's a little more reluctant. Like she didn't choose to be the leader of this magical girl group. So we can give her, ooh, does she have like straight hair maybe? In my concepting, because I did do a little bit of concepting for some characters, though I don't know if I'm gonna use any of them. I did actually give her like afro textured hair in what I drew, which we could do. Genuinely, one of my favorite hairstyles in the entire world is like big afro puffs, like the pigtail afro puffs. I love it. I think they're so Wait, what if she had those but they're kind of heart-shaped? Wait. Right? Wouldn't that be cute? I don't know. I don't think... Okay. I want each character to have a shape motif. That actually might be a better place to start, so I know what hers is, because I think hearts would be good for her. I'm thinking the other one that I have, probably for sure, I say probably for sure, that doesn't even make sense, Fizzy. Our green girl could be some kind of like flower, like a rose maybe? Or swirlies, get that kind of rose shape, right? That looks kind of like a rose. You get the impression of that, right? Maybe? Yes, red, I'm thinking some sort of fire. These can all change too. Like, these are very generic. And I don't know that I want them all to be this generic, but okay. Maybe a star. And then what's our last color? Blue. I have no ideas for blue. We're gonna draw bubbles for now, but that's not gonna be it. Okay. This is enough of a concept. Those can all change later. We can work on them all. Okay. So she's got these big, puffy afro hearts. That's not even kind of heart-shaped. All right. There we go. You can see the shape in both of those, kind of. Okay. But I still want it half up, half down. So she's got like a part line in there. What are her bangs like? Maybe still kind of puffy, but like off. I'm worried that she's gonna start looking like Magical Warrior Diamond Heart. Which is another Western created magical girl. It's a video game act. What if we played Magical Warrior Diamond Heart on stream? That would be fun. There we go. Okay. Yeah, she can have her hair down, kind of poofing around her face otherwise, you know. Still short, I think, like a bit of a Bobby kind of look. Who's Bobby? Bobby Pin? Okay. Yeah. That's cute. That's a good start. We'll leave it there. We might come back to it later. Okay. Now her outfit is the fun part. Because, like I said, we're getting into those punk ideas. I'm gonna scroll through my Pinterest board for a moment. I have a few pictures of like magical girls like holding weapons and stuff, because that's another thing that I'm really excited for, is I want them to have like classic like zombie apocalypse weapons. This is an idea I had that I'm incredibly obsessed with and we'll be getting to later when we draw the red girl. Her weapon is Molotov cocktails. She's just blowing shit up. Okay. Let's see, what kind of ideas do I have here? I'm thinking like lots of corsets I'm seeing. Wait, what if, here's an idea. Okay, this is what I might be thinking for her. Is we go for like a sleeveless hoodie kind of thing. Right, so like it comes around like this, but then it's got a hood in the back is the important part. That feels very like apocalypse media to me. Okay. I'm gonna erase some of this in here. Get rid of that line because it has to go over her boobs. It would look dumb if it didn't. We're actually gonna make this go out further. There we go. Right, and then I want to erase everything behind. I really like that it's just the word clumsy showing up on the side. That's all you can see is just that she's clumsy. Because I do think that's true of her. I do think she's a bit of a clumsy girl. Okay. What do we want to do from here? What else is in the hoodie kind of design? Maybe she has like some kind of chest cutout, right? Because we could pull like if they have their own like magical jewelry of some kind, we could put it in this cutout maybe. Oh wait, the cutout should be heart-shaped. Duh, we're trying to give her a heart motif. That's not even kind of even. There we go. That looks good. I mean, it's not great, but it's an idea. We're just putting ideas on paper. We're not putting anything on paper, Fizzy. This is digital. Okay. Yes, so she's got this heart cut out here. Wait, actually, hold on. If she has, like, her magical gem, maybe it's in her hair. Maybe she's got, like, big hair bows on the puffballs, right? That's so much cuter. That's a way better idea. Fizzy, you're so smart. You're such a good character designer. That's the thing, is I'm really not. I know nothing about character design. Like I said, I know about world building. I also think I mentioned my improv experience on stream already. Those are two things I can do. You know, I'd never thought about how related those things are. But, like, you kind of need a knowledge of world building to be able to improvise an entire world, right? Or maybe I'm just pretending that my degree means anything. It's fine. It's fine. There's been, like, that whole trend lately of, like, VTuber versus their IRL career. This side is really messy. You can't really see what's going on there. Anyway, though, and like, what career? Like, what? I don't do anything. I'm a college student. I've had retail jobs. Okay. What else do I want? I can't decide. Maybe, hold on, if I'm on the right tab. Maybe it actually, well, no, we're gonna keep that, the top of this, like, hoodie thing how it is. Here, maybe it needs to kind of come around like that to look more like a hoodie. There we go. That's better. That's better. Oh, that looks so much more like a hoodie. Boom, okay. See, we're learning. I do think something I would love to do on stream someday is get like an actual artist to come in here and teach me how to draw. Okay, then she's gotta have a big, like, fluffy skirt. That's important specifically for the pink magical girl. I gotta draw that line faster so it's less shaky. There we go, that's fine, that works, okay. And I think it's gonna be one that kind of has like this sort of shape, right? Where it flares down and then out. Or like, yeah, goes down, then flares out. And I think maybe a lot of like big ruffles underneath. Here, we'll do like this sort of wee. Wait, it doesn't even cover where her legs meet. Hold on, it's gotta be longer than that. Or I just drew, actually I think that's it, that I just drew where her legs meet is too low. Oh well. Like I said, I don't know anatomy. I'm just a fairy, I don't know anything. I love having that as an excuse. I love saying that. Wait, that sounds like I'm blaming it on being gay. Okay. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do, actually. Oh, not Control Z. Oh, well. I meant Control Space. Okay, we're gonna zoom her out. We're gonna, like, lasso all of her, and we're gonna rotate her. That's part of the problem, is that she's slightly sideways. Let me find my mouse. Where's my mouse? Great, okay. I made it so small I can't even see it. Ooh, why did I do that? Not you. Boop. Okay, then move it. I forgot she's on 2 separate layers. You know, that's okay. We'll just have to do this one as well. There we go, see if we can get it to match up. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Oh, wow, right down here. Yes, okay, now we can see how uneven her skirt is. And how I drew that line. Oh no, my thing rolling away again! Why is it always rolling? I will cry. I will cry. I will stop stream right now and just start bawling. I say that every week and then I never do it. That would also be a fun stream. Fizzy cries for 2 hours. Would anyone watch that? If I made a stream of myself just crying for 2 hours, would you watch? Because I bet I could do it. I'm an actor. I do know how to cry on demand, actually. This is the thing, is I know how to do it, but I actually haven't had much of a reason to do it before. This is some acting advice from someone who is getting a degree in acting. Don't make yourself cry. If you're not feeling like unless there is a very specific reason, like if another character says to you like, hey, don't cry, right, this is the eraser up here, then sure, you need to be crying for the scene. It's called for right in the text. But like if you get to a point where you think you should be crying and you have like the idea to be crying on stage, but you're not actually feeling it, you don't really want to cry, or like you feel like you're pushing yourself to do it, just don't do it. That's my acting advice. Finally, something I know about. Okay, no, this is the thing. So many like VTuber like auditions and stuff will always be like, oh, what other skills do you have? And here's the thing, is I have a lot of skills. I have things like that I know how to do, that I'm studying to do. But none of them are things you can write down. Because if I say like, oh, I know how to act, like so does every other VTuber. That's literally what we're doing. Or like when you're auditioning for a play and they ask for other skills, you can't say that you can act. Obviously. Okay. Now we're gonna draw the fluff on the bottom of her skirt here. I don't know if it's necessarily fluff in like a fur sense. Maybe it is. What if she has like a fur thing? No. No, I don't think I want her to have any kind of animal motif. I was just thinking though that her puffs are kind of bear ear adjacent. But no, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's right for her. Maybe our yellow girl could have like animal stuff because they tend to be very kind. Or that could be like the green one because I want to focus on nature, but maybe less of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like nature focused, but not inherently plant focused. What is this music? Sorry, I have to keep checking. This song is called Daisy. Okay. This song is feeling very, you know in Danganronpa, you know the Warriors of Hope theme? That like children's music? That's kind of the vibe I get from this. Okay, we're gonna erase this line because I'm gonna attach the dress, right? We're gonna like, boop, there we go. It's all one piece. I don't know if that's gonna stay. It might end up being two pieces. She's gonna need some kind of like corset-y thing. Not that looks bad, but you get the idea. She's gonna have a corset over it and then we'll decide if they're attached or not. Wait, what if I move the window down actually? Wait, what if the little heart window is over her stomach and not her boobs? Whoop. I'm so used to drawing on Ibis paint. Right? Like, what if it's like down here? We'll keep that for now. I might move it again, but for now I like that. If we do that, then we get to see her little belly button. That'd be cute. No. No, I want it up. I changed my mind again already. Fizzy, you're so indecisive. Okay. So then here, I'm thinking I want her skirt to have like a plaid pattern. Because pretty much any punk aesthetics you see have a plaid pattern on them, right? Like that's kind of the cutesy girly punk is plaid. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. Maybe I do need to draw a line over her skirt then, actually. Wait. What about this? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So she's got a corset. Not like that, though. Better than that. She's got a better corset. Oh my god, if I can keep my hands still. Fizzy, draw a single line challenge. Okay, great. Right, so she's got a corset. It kind of sticks out a little bit from her dress. There we go. Okay. We'll erase some of this. Get some of that out of there so we can tell that this is a separate piece on top of the dress. Oh, wah, wah. Okay. Great. This is something. This is good. Okay. So then she's gonna have, I think, like a half skirt. Kind of another layer coming out over her skirt. That's like just over part of it. Yeah. And I think this will be the plaid and then the stuff underneath it'll be black. That's part of why I wanted to make the like punk magical girl thing is because you don't see enough of them with black in their color scheme. Like I feel like that's just not a common magical girl color at all. Okay, great. And then, ooh, good, I can play with opacity. Okay, not that big. Right, to get this kind of plaid. Right, we see the vision. I see the vision at least, I don't know about y'all. Yeah, okay, great. And I'm gonna turn my opacity back up and I'm gonna turn the brush back to 5 pixels is where we had it. Just for consistency's sake. Okay. This looks cute. I like this outfit. Right. Her corset was what we were working on. Okay, I got distracted. Not that big of zigzags. Okay. Here. So her corset needs to kind of stop in the middle. I do think the main color of her dress is gonna be black. Black, and then I want them all to have either silver or gold. I haven't decided which yet, but I want that to be a unifying color for them. Okay, that's kind of laces on a corset. It also entirely defeats the purpose of having that to be where this starts, to be right over the gap in it, but that's okay. Yes. Oh, you know what else I want to do? I want to have something like another, wait, yes. This is an idea. Okay, so we're gonna draw a line that goes here, and that this is kind of a different layer of the skirt. So we'll draw like it puffs out again a little bit there. And then we can erase some of that in between. Like this is where there's like a ruffle kind of on the bottom part of it, right? We'll draw some little lines to show that it's like a ruffly. This is now a different piece. And then we can put like a bow. Because she does have those bows in her hair. And so we need to bring the bow idea back down lower. I don't know a lot about character design, but I do know that. Oh, she's cute. I like her. At some point, we gotta give her a name. I also haven't decided where they are. Like, they're presumably somewhere on Earth in the zombie apocalypse. Okay. This is good. This is cute. If I keep telling myself that, eventually I'll believe it. Ah. Actually, I need to stop and take a drink for a second. Oh my god, we've been at this for an hour already. I told you this was gonna be a long stream. I don't think we're gonna get all 5 girls designed today. I'll be happy if we get 2, maybe 3 designed. Right, okay, she's got those up there. Does she have more bows down here or just the one? I don't know, we'll leave it for now. I do also think some kind of like belt thing that goes underneath. Oh, I didn't erase part of my plaid lines over Drew. I also don't want the belt to run into the plaid line because I don't want it to look like it's the same line continuing. So we're just gonna draw it a little higher up. There we go, that works. Yeah, some kind of belt thing. That's more advice that I know for character design, is that you shouldn't draw things just because they look good. They need to have a purpose. But there is no purpose because this isn't a real story, so here we are. Okay, I want to zoom out. I want to see how her hair and outfit look together. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, she's a cutie pie! Oh, I like her. I like her. She needs a name. Chat, give me name suggestions. I'm gonna write that on screen so that people coming into chat know. Could I have used texts for this? Name suggestions? Here, we'll make that there. Yeah. We're gonna actually turn our opacity down. This is gonna be peak. Highlighter. That doesn't look highlighted at all. Lydia, ooh, I like that. That's cute. We can go with that. That might not like 100. I kind of like that. Wait, actually, hold on. Not for her. I think that should be the blue girl's name. Emily's Vixen. You're doing college work for the next month. Ooh, fun. I'm also a college student, so I feel you. Ashley, she could be an Ashley. Ashley feels like such a mean girl name to me. What just happened? I don't know what I just did. There were menus that popped up. It was scary. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that Lydia should be the blue girl, because blue magical girls have a history of being tied to music, and Lydian, yeah, you get it. That's another thing I've studied in college is music. Okay, I need to get my eyedropper. Someday there will be music. Actually, I say someday. Soon there will be music on my channel. You'll find out more about that. Got a big announcement, posting it on Wednesday. You'll all be hearing big news about Fizzy on Wednesday. Okay. Let's see, what was I doing? Right. I wanted to keep working on her. I feel like, okay. A lot of them I think are gonna have like spikes kind of stuff going on. I don't think she really needs spikes. I don't think she's that kind of punk. You know, like I don't want metal spikes for her. I do think I want her to have like a glove maybe. Like a little fingerless glove. Yeah, that's good. We'll work details of that. In fact, I could even see it being like she's got one long glove and one short one instead of just the one glove entirely. Okay, there we go. I also, the other idea I just had for her, because I love this aesthetic of big feet but smaller legs, I think she's got leg warmers. And I think the leg warmers are gonna carry that same, this pattern from the corset, right? Like have the same string going through it. They could maybe even be a little higher, like a little taller on the top. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I do want it to be taller. I want it to go almost up to her knees, which actually, we're gonna make this bigger. We're just gonna, you know, I'm gonna erase the whole thing. We're gonna redo it. Okay, we need our 5 pixel brush again. Okay, great. Start from up here. That's so much better. That's so much better. Okay, and then I almost want them to cover most of her foot. Like I want it to come down like to like this, you know? Which, okay, in real life, that would be awful and so impractical for fighting. Like, she'd be tripping on that all the time. This song feels so fitting for magical girls. Like, this feels like music you'd hear over a magical girl transformation. What is this song called? Beloved, that's wonderful. Thank you, Sakura girl. There we go. I also made the shapes less tight. Yeah, that looks good. And then another bow. Another bow at the top to continue that motif a little more. Yeah, okay. This is good, this is good. We're on to something, gang. Whoosh, not that. Okay. Oh, I'm getting so many texts. Okay. There we go. A little bit more. Down over the foot. There we go. I love drawing. I really don't do it nearly as often as I should. So I keep talking about not knowing anatomy. The only anatomy I ever bothered to learn, and this is true, maybe someday we'll draw this, is the anatomy specifically in My Little Pony G4 of the horses. I can't draw a real horse. I couldn't even try to draw a real horse. Okay, we're gonna get some of these because it's like the side of it. We're just seeing that part of it. But specifically the G4 art style, I could at one point when I was quite a bit younger. I don't know if I still can. But I have the knowledge in me to replicate it pretty well. Okay, here's another thought that I have. Fishnets. No, not fishnets, because we already have this pattern here, but some kind of leggings. Okay. Draw that up. There we go. How long have I been drawing just this one girl? Like I said, we're definitely not finishing all 5 today. We might do like a part 2, maybe next week. I don't know when that's gonna be. Don't count on that. Oh, I just saw hearts in the chat. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. Wait, what if, okay, this is I think the vibe for the leggings. So the side that we have the plaid on here is gonna stay empty. It's just gonna be solid, probably solid pink since the skirt is black, but then this one is gonna be stripes. Very, very punk mismatched leggings. Okay, I think she's good for now. Whoop, zoom out. Oh yeah, this is a girl. I like her. This is our pink girly pop. Sorry, the word girly pop, I know that's a thing people call each other, but I think all the time about the time after my grandma had a stroke, the neurologist called my 88-year-old grandma girly pop. Like, you're her doctor. Okay. I don't know what I want her name to be. I liked Lydia for the blue girl. I don't know about Ashley because that has such a mean girl connotation to me. I'm gonna leave it for now. She doesn't have a name yet. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. Are you ready for this? This is gonna be fun. We're gonna duplicate the body proportions. I don't want to draw a second person. There we go. Wow, look at that. New girl, isn't that crazy? Where'd she come from? Pinkamena Diane Pie. My Little Pony as magical girls? That'd be a good art thing. Okay. We're gonna leave her nameless for now. We're gonna keep calling her Pink. Okay. I'm gonna go over to my folder, or my layers, I mean. Can I make a folder? Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know enough about how Krita works. It's fine. Okay. Can I recolor you, maybe? How do I do that? Okay, we're gonna rename our layers. We're gonna try to keep this straight. Okay, you are, ooh, can I make you like pink? What does that do? What does that do? Ooh, yay! That's good, actually. That's what I needed. Perfect. Perfect! Yes, and then we'll make you blue. How lovely. Isn't it wonderful when we learn how things work? Hurrah! Hurrah! Okay, but I wanted to recolor the actual layer itself. Opacity, color label. I don't know how to do that. Can I add like a mask over it and just scribble blue everywhere and then like, that's what I do when I'm drawing in Ibis Paint. Okay. We'll select group, that could be something maybe, no, clipping group. Duplicate layer or mask. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Paint layer, add group layer. Add transparency mask. I think that's what I need, right? Right? Because then it'll only color. Nope. Nope. Wait, yes. Yes, I have to color on the transparency mask though. Okay. Or wait. Isn't this so fun to learn with me? Add filter mask. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Ooh, so I want to make you, wait. Hue, saturation, lightness, and I want to move that over. Did that do anything? No, it didn't. It's fine. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna just leave it how it is, and we'll switch to a blue color for drawing on details. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be Lydia. We know that already. That's good. Starting strong with a name. Okay. Ooh, I want to make this layer blue also while I'm thinking about it. Okay, great. So Lydia, I think is gonna be, so these two were friends. This is what we know, is that they were friends. They had some kind of falling out. I think Lydia is a little bit mean. Maybe she should be Ashley if she's the mean girl. No, I like Lydia because blue girls in magical girl anime are so associated with music. Like, that's such a deep tie. Okay. I want to scroll through my Pinterest board for a bit of inspiration first. Wait, actually, I know one thing going in. I have such a solid image. I want her to have, ready, get this. Okay. I'm gonna have to like entirely redraw her feet to do this, but I want her to have heels with like big like spikes on them. Right, like kind of this shape, and then her foot's in there. Yeah. But there's like spikies. Right? Do you see the vision? This is a good vision. Ooh, what if the base of it actually is kind of more this shape? And then there can be some kind of buckle on there. I want her to have this very, like, princess. Like, she is royalty, you know? I mean, she's not literally royalty, because we are basing this in... I say we're basing this in reality. It's not reality. They're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. But, like, this could happen if there were a zombie apocalypse tomorrow. Nothing else would be different other than zombies. You know? I see it and I love it. Good. Yes, you understand. You understand me. Okay, some kind of buckle on the front here. I'm gonna draw like this. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a start. Oh, I have to draw it a second time. Oh no. The bane of my existence. Okay. Right, gotta get the heel in there. Yeah, this works. This is close enough. These are just loose sketches. Okay. Boop boo, boop boo, boop boo. Okay. That's great. We can come back to this later. This isn't perfect yet. Okay. Then I want to draw her face. I think she's got to have slightly, like, more angular eyes. Not that far. Remember when I drew the lines to like guidelines of where the eyes should be, but then I don't actually know how to use them? Okay, she's still got a little bit of a smile though, because she's not evil. That makes her look a little bit evil. Whatever. There we go. Nose in there. Maybe give her like happier eyebrows, right? Angry eyes, happy eyebrows. That's gonna be the move to make her look confident but pleasant. So I think she's gonna be a little bit, like, character-wise. She's very much a headstrong girl. You know, she likes things her way, and I think that's whatever the falling out between her and Pink is. Which, by the way, new chatter, we're looking for name suggestions for our Pink girl over here. Okay. I want to think about hairstyles for Lydia here. So another thought that I had for color-wise for all of them, I want them to have like a natural hair color, but then their like main color part, like in the tips, like an ombre sort of from their natural hair color to this one. I do see her being a little bit more tan, but also like platinum blonde kind of vision with the blue. Okay. I also, like I said, see her as this very princess character. Maybe she has very long hair. It could be down. Oh, we could give her like the... Don't they call these princess bangs where they go like straight across? Or did I make that up? Is that not what they're called? Very Daya Kurosawa? If that's a reference anyone understands. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then she can have like straight kind of hair coming from there. She's gotta have ears. We didn't draw any ears on Pink Girl. She doesn't have ears. Oh well, too late. Also, I made this one's ears way too high up. That much I do know. Aren't ears supposed to be like down, like by your eyes? Okay. bit longer. Okay, great. She's looking cute. I like her so far. Right, her hair comes around this way. Okay. And then I want her to have super long hair. Like, we're gonna go put, like, the bottom of it way down here. Not even, we want longer than that, I think. I want, like, way down, almost to her knees. Nope, that overlaps her. They're covered by her hair. That's true, because she has that big puffy hair. I'm still very much learning to draw. It's not something I do a lot of, but I love learning new things on my channel. That is so much of what Fizzy is about. We are a circus, but we're an educational circus. Okay, great. We've got shoes and we've got a hairstyle. Okay, she's gotta have some kind of tiara. I keep calling her a princess. Wait, maybe? Okay, when I picture a princess tiara, it's gotta be like round and maybe like 3 little bumps. There we go. It'll be silver. If we do any actual kind of render of it, it would be silver. But for now, we're gonna keep it blue. But it's like not like solid, right? Like kind of like that. There we go. This is good. Okay. And then if she's gonna be a princess, I do also see big puffy sleeves. Maybe off the shoulder puffy sleeves? Wait, no, I've got it. I have a vision for the sleeves. This is not necessarily punk at all. But I think she's gonna be the least punk of the group. Anyway. Right, they've got like a puff ball at the top and then they kind of flare out after that. Or maybe even like one of these kind of like scoopy back in and then flaring out. That's it. That's her sleeves. I like that a lot. Right? These kind of sections, that's very royal, very Renaissance. Welcome to the Renaissance. I can't sing while I have other background music going. I'm also gonna take a drink really quick because I just noticed how thirsty I am. One day I'm gonna be a big enough streamer to get sponsored by Gatorade. That's the dream. I never stream without my Gatorade. Okay. I want this to be a little bit higher up. Like still the same shape, but just higher. Okay. Alright. Then we gotta erase some of these extra lines in here so that when I come back to it next stream, I can tell what the hell I was doing. Wow. Okay, good. There we go. This is good. And then, oh, I have to draw it again! Why do people have 2 of everything? What if one of our girls only has 1 arm? Just so that I don't have to draw us. You know, that would be kind of fun, right? They're in a zombie apocalypse. There's injuries. Actually, that's not entirely crazy. Oh wow, why'd you make an amputee? Because I don't want to draw. You know, the thing that I literally set out on this stream to do. The idea of making a drawing stream and then not wanting to draw is actually really funny. Okay. There we go. That's roughly the same thing. You get the idea. Okay, great. I kind of want to look back at my inspiration and see what, because so far she doesn't have a whole lot of punk in her. I want to see what else there is on my board. Ooh, I have also another thing that I actually really like for her that a lot of punk things have is this kind of neck ruffle. You know, like that, and then it's kind of layered. What do they call that? Is that a ruff? Is that a ruff? There we go, okay. And then that means she's got to have a collar if she's going to have one of those. So let's do that. Okay. This is good. I like this song too. We got to check the song name. Weekend. This is so good. Okay. Alright. So if she's got a collar, then she's got to have a top attached. Well, she doesn't necessarily have to have a top attached to the collar, actually. What if we do like a... Like, what if her top stops down here? And the collar is its own separate... Yes, that's what we'll do. The collar is going to be its own separate piece. And then whatever her gem is, I'm just going to draw a big circle here for now. But this is going to be like her magic gem. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's going to be attached to this collar. I also think... I'm getting so many texts. I don't think I've ever gotten this many texts while I'm streaming before. I think there's a group chat popping off is what's happening. Okay, we're gonna bring kind of like a triangle-y shape. Because shape language, if she is the mean girl, she needs to be sharper, right? That makes sense. Ooh. What is it? What is it? Circles are like round shapes are friendly and kind. And square shapes are like big and sturdy, and then triangles are mean and sharp. That's character design shape language, right? Okay. She's cute so far. I like her a lot. I wanna... Oop, my eraser's still on. I wanna draw more. There we go. Make it look a bit more like hair. Not that one. Okay. Yes, she's very top heavy so far, right? Because she's got these puffy sleeves and like this big ruffle on her neck, and like her shoes are so small. Maybe I want to add more to the shoes. I don't know. This is good music too. Sakura girl, shout out to you. What kind of skirt? Now, sorry, I'm scrolling through like my Pinterest idea board that I made. I want to show it to you guys, but I don't want to show you other people's art without their permission. I'd have to like cull it of anything that isn't from an existing anime. And then it wouldn't even be the reference board I'm looking at if I did that, you know? Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Is that we're gonna keep, ooh, if I can go back to Krita, okay. We're gonna scroll back up for her skirt. We're gonna keep some of these sharper shapes. Not like that, because they have to puff out. And it's gonna be kind of like this. Like there's little triangles on her, basically, is what we're getting at. Ha wah wah. Right? Like, you know like how Cinderella has those puffy things on the top of her dress, but they're triangular here. I also do, ooh, I love a bubble skirt for her. And then we can add much more like spikies and rivets kind of thing throughout it to keep the punk theming. Boop, boop, boop. Erase everything in between there. Maybe we could carry over from our pink girl, she's got this overskirt with the plaid design. We could carry that over into these to show that these two girls specifically are connected. That would be good. Okay. Yes, I'm feeling that. That's a good idea, I think. Rah, 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 rah. Okay. We wanted the bubble skirt kind of energy for her. It's also ending up very rotated. Hold on. Let me bring this down further. I think that's the problem, is that I think Yeah, those weren't very even. Okay, then erase some of this in here. Ha ha ha. I love magical girls so much. I told you guys earlier that I just started watching Lolly Rock, which is like a Western magical girl show. I'm very, very into it. Okay, yeah, maybe it, oh yeah, it pokes out a little bit there. Wait, the bubble skirt gives her the round shape though. We wanted triangles for her. Well, no, because, yeah, that makes sense, because she's not entirely mean. Like, something that I think needs to come across when we meet her in the story that is never gonna exist is that her and the pink girl are not friends. Like, they had a falling out, but neither of them is the mean, like, I mean, she's meaner, but she's not evil. She's just very stubborn, I think is a good word for Lydia here. Okay, then we're gonna get kind of the bubbly shape. Whoosh. Right? Like it's got this kind of curling up bubble. Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of tell that, I think. Okay, great. And then we're gonna make our brush bigger and turn the opacity down. No, not that big. Not even that big, actually. What if we go like there? Yeah, that's it. Because this is where we're bringing that plaid into her design. I do think everyone's gonna need to have the plaid, because that's just such a staple of femme punk. Like, almost every image in my references have that. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. She's cute. She's cute. Let's zoom out. Let's see how all these elements work together. We've created a lot of things, and I haven't looked at any of them on her, you know? Ooh, I actually kind of hate that. Wait. No, I hate this skirt. This skirt can't stay. We're gonna erase all of it. Literally all of it has to go. Undo, undo, undo. Okay. Back to the drawing board, skirt-wise. Literally the drawing board. Okay. What else? What can I do with what I have? Wait, here's an idea, is I want to bring up... Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna zoom back in because I just find it so much easier to draw when I'm zoomed in. And on top of her sleeves, long thin skirt. That's a good point. You're so right, because of like the Renaissance sleeves. You're smart. Oh, I didn't make my, I need to turn the opacity back up, and I need to make the brush size 5 again. Okay, there we go, great. We're gonna go here. Why is it not drawing? What is, oh, did I select something up there? We're gonna put more of like the spikes. More spikes. Yeah, that I think helps. That attaches her to the rest of the punk group and the rest of the energy a lot more. Okay, great. Long, thin skirt. Except that goes up like that. Ooh. Fizzy draw a straight line challenge. Okay. Like, maybe not super, super long, because I don't want to cover her pretty spiky shoes. But like her mid-thigh, kind of. Yeah, and then come down. That also echoes the shape of her hair. That's good. You're so smart. You're so smart. Thank you, chat. This is why I have chat. This is what you're for. Not because, you know, streaming would be nothing without people watching it. No, just so you can tell me what to do. If there's one thing about me, I love being told what to do. That's not true at all. Okay, great. And then maybe like some kind of... Thoughts on the skirt having a tear in it. Ooh, that's good, that's good. Right? Because they're fighting. They're... maybe not that wide. Okay, if we can make it look ripped and messy, but like in a slightly sexy way. No, wait, I said that these are teenagers, didn't I? I mean, it's anime, they're still gonna be slightly sexy, but... no, not intentionally. Because I do think one of the things, like I said, this was partially inspired when I was watching Madoka. And one of the things that made Madoka so interesting and made it such an interesting challenge of the magical girl genre is that almost looks like a hand, actually. Wait, we might have to change that. But the way that it talks about like the exploitation of young girls. And I do think that's something that would be very interesting in this setting as well. To explore, like, there's all the people that can save the world, why is it left on these 16-year-olds to do it? I thought I had undone the eraser. Okay. We're gonna erase one of these so it looks less like a hand, because that weirds me out. I don't want it to look like there's a hand. That might still be too tall. Here's what I think we're gonna do to fix that, is I'm gonna select it, and then we're just gonna move it down. There we go. That's better. That's way better. Okay. Ooh, boop, boo. Okay. Yeah, that's so much better. It needs more detail. But this is still a start. I want to see if I have any reference images with longer skirts that I can maybe mess with and see if there's any inspiration in that. Okay. Wait, long skirt, but this is what it needs, is because I have this like corset shape kind of, you know, up here, she needs something up here. I do still think those triangle shapes are good. But just up, like they're a little bit shorter, and that's kind of where any puff in the skirt comes from. Right? Does that add anything? Or does that just make it messier? I think it's just too messy. Music note motifs, yes, okay. What kind of musician do we think she is? Lydia implies something classical. But I don't want to go too Sayaka Miki with her, because so much of this is Madoka inspired. Like, I don't want to... The whole princess motif, though, I don't know. But yeah, there could be music. Wait, concept. So she's got, like, belts. Maybe. Sea siren vibes! You're so right, you're so right. Which, if we're doing that, I want it to be like a mermaid dress then. So we're gonna pull it tighter here. Neoclassical. Ooh, I don't know my music genres well enough. Okay. I might have to do some research into what that sounds like. That could be like a we leave it for now and give me a bit of time to research, and then when we come back next stream to finish them. We're definitely not finishing a whole team of magical girls in 2 streams. It's already been an hour and a half and we're not even done with our second girl. We could? This could be a team of 3. Maybe. I love the idea of 5 magical girls so much. That just feels like the right number for a team of magical girls, you know? Okay. Great, so we pulled that in tighter. I'm gonna zoom out while I draw this. Ooh, if I can zoom. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ha 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 ha. And then something on the bottom there. What do I want to put on the bottom? Arr, arr, arr. There's so many ideas. I honestly am kind of feeling, her whole design is just a mishmash of ideas. Like, I don't know if I'm feeling her much at all. This might be a start over kind of situation. Specifically neoclassical metal. Yes, I do like metal for her. Okay. New idea. Hold on, hold on. I've figured it out. I've figured it out. This is what it is for the bottom. She's not wearing a skirt at all. She's wearing shorts. You're gonna just get rid of that again. Undo it all. Yeah, okay. She's got like pumpkin pants. Right? Oh, that's so much better. I like that so much more. Okay, then I think I also want, we're gonna, this is the thing, is I find it easier to draw when I'm zoomed in, but it's harder because I need to be able to see how it all goes together. You know? Bo, bo, bo. Make those a little more even. Okay. Because I do want, I think, a belt on her because we've got the spikes everywhere. Okay. Let me look at references again. I have one specific image that I'm kind of referencing here. Maybe instead of spikes, or like instead of a belt, she's got like chains. And then that would also kind of mimic the shape of the like Cinderella puffy things, you know? We'll draw like a chain link here. Ooh, that just like jumped. Yeah. Chains and then, okay. And then there could be some kind of like music note charm coming off of it, right? Yes, that's way better. This is way better. This is the vibe. I'm feeling it now. Okay. And then to get, again, the plaid in there, but still referencing her, we're gonna have the other half. Oh wait, so that's what we should do, is we should move the chain to the other side. Chain on the other side, because then it's gonna be this half of her shorts is the plaid. Because I would like all 5 of them to have the plaid on there somewhere. Okay, great. Is this the way, did I draw that the correct direction? Hold on. Remember earlier in the stream when I said that I've studied music? I say I've studied music. I've studied the basics of music theory as well as some singing and some guitar. That charm is way bigger than I want it to be now, but that's okay. Okay, turn our opacity down, turn our size up a bit. Oh, this is so it. This is so it for her. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay. Not 50, just 5. There we go. Yes, then I think if we're doing that, yeah. Maybe this is less of a collar. I actually might undo. I like her ruff a lot. I like it. I think we might consider it again. Like, I want to draw something else and see if I prefer it. Like I said earlier, she just feels busy. Like, she just feels like there's too much going on, especially compared. Pink over here has a very relatively simple design. And yes, I want that on purpose. Like, I want Lydia to have more of a, okay. We're gonna give her a sweetheart neckline because I just love a sweetheart neckline. And then she can have, to keep this spike thing going on as being part of her design. Right? Like a choker with that maybe? Or maybe that's too much. Maybe just a choker. What if it's like this? And she's got like straps here? That could be something. Okay, and then her like gem thing is right at the center of the sweetheart. Right, but no, this is good because I want the two of them connected. So having a slight heart motif here, this is good. This is solid. I'm so smart. Fizzy's extremely smart. Okay. And then maybe some kind of socks that go up to here. We'll deal with like designing a ruffle or something on them. For now, I'm just gonna draw one and then we can erase it. Yes, I feel this simpler here looks much better because of the big sleeves. That was what she needed, as well as I liked the shorts. And then maybe the shorts have some kind of flare at the bottom. I don't know. Remember, I just realized that I said I wanted our pink girl to have some kind of like schoolgirl Sailor Moon homage, and then I didn't do it. Oh well. I like her design, I don't want to change it. Okay. Yes, so you can have, I don't know, some kind of belt across here maybe? I want to add, honestly, you know what? What do we think? What do we think of her? I'm kind of happy with where she's at. I don't know that she needs more. I think at this point, it's very much, how do I explain it? Very much refining what's there. That's the word I was looking for. Cecilia for the pink girl. Ooh, I like that. Her name's Cecilia, but they call her Cece because she's got that, like, slight edge to her. Wait, that's good because her going by, like, having this really pretty girly name, but then going by something a little soft, or like a little harder edged, I mean, not softer, fits the I've been thrown into this and I don't know if I want it kind of thing. You're so right. Okay, we gotta write these names down. I'm gonna forget them if we don't write them down. Okay. So this one here, this is Lydia. And then we're gonna go back to our pink layer, and we're gonna color pick our pink. I wasn't sure I could get it on the dot at this scale. That's good. Okay. Boop, boop. There we go. This is good. This is good. Thank you, chat. I keep saying that I'm really smart. Chat, you're really smart. Okay. I'm really happy with the two of them. I think the two of them can stay where they are for now. This might be a refine it later deal. I think part of it with Lydia is that I've been looking at her for too long. Lydia calls her Celia and she hates it. You're so right. Chat, you are so right. This is wonderful. This is a good time. I'm having fun. Okay. Do we want to try to draw one more girl today? No. You know what I want to draw is I want to draw the little creature. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, this is the storyline. This is what we have so far. So Cece here was living her life in a zombie apocalypse, and then some kind of little creature showed up and said, hey, you're gonna be a magical girl. There's like, I'm thinking like the magical girl like gems that give them their powers are like connected to them, and it's like it like glows or something when it finds the right person, and this creature like realizes, oh, you're the right one for this pink gem, this is you. And it like starts explaining it to her and giving her like the, you know, like it seems like it's gonna be a this is guiding her and leading through it all, and then boom, it dies. And now she's in charge of finding the rest of the magical girls. She is carrying all of the gems. Yes, where was I going with all of this? Right, is that I want to draw a creature. I want to draw a little guy. I don't really have any thoughts. I don't even know what kind of creature we're drawing. Okay. We're gonna make it gray so that it's not attached. Make it a little pink squirrel. Ooh, a squirrel is cute. Yeah, we can make it pink because it's only... Cece will be the only one it ever meets. Okay, a little squirrel. I will say, one singular thought that I had. This will not happen if we're making it a squirrel, but I was picturing ears, like bunny ears with little other humps on them. But no, I like the squirrel idea. Okay. So we gotta draw a big head. And then it's good little beady eyes. I've been drawing a creature lately that you guys will see during the big thing that I have coming that will be announced on Wednesday. You'll get to, well, not on the announcement, but once the actual thing that's being announced happens, you'll get to see the little guy I've been drawing. Have like little heart fluff on its fur. Ooh. Yes, okay. That I should be pulling up a reference of a squirrel. We're entirely drawing a squirrel from memory here. I like it having a long head like that. And then kind of, what are squirrels shaped like? Squirrels have like a body. They do have a body, that is true. Wait, its tail could be the heart. Right? Hold on. Okay, but then get this. It like comes up on the end, right? Like that's kind of the tail shape. This little heart. And then it's gonna have arms. That's way too small. That's not what arms look like. I really should be looking at a reference of a squirrel. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna Google squirrels. Hold on. Squirrel. That's literally it. Just Googling the word squirrel. We'll see what comes up. I spelled it wrong! That's horrible. Okay. Oh, they aren't nearly as round as I thought. They aren't nearly as round. Okay. So we're gonna move. I don't know what that sound I keep making is. Choo 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 choo. Like I'm not. Fizzy's not a train. I could be a train. Tip redeems. If I get enough money, I'll be a train for you. Okay, it's much more like that. Speaking of tip redeems, I do have it linked if you want to send Fizzy a tip. It's linked in the description, as always. Okay, we're gonna draw this part of the arm first, I think. There we go. There we go, that's kind of what squirrel arms look like. Okay, there we go. And little feetsies. Little baby feetsies. Do squirrels have paws? Is that... Like, are they feet? Are they paws? I've drawn flippers, is what I've created here. Train ASMR. Chew, chew. Chugga, 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 chugga. No, that's a little too close to real ASMR. I've never done an ASMR stream, but I've done, like, reading bedtime stories, which I think is pretty adjacent to ASMR. I actually did, I have a video up on my channel that I read, like a story. It was part of a class assignment, actually. And now I put it up on my channel because why would I not exploit my classes for content? Train girlfriend tucks you in and then drops 15 metal pipes. That's beautiful. That's a world I want to live in. I fear that's the world of Thomas the Tank Engine. Okay. I want to make the neck shorter. No, that didn't quite get it. Wait, okay, here's what we're gonna do. If we want to make the neck shorter, it's gotta do that. Okay, great. And then move you. Maybe, yeah, move it forward a little bit. Okay. This is better. This is looking better. You can kind of tell that this is a squirrel, I think. I do also... I think I want to change the face because I think it's a little bit too cube for me. You know, like the solid eyes and the little mouth. What if it has big anime eyes, actually? Wait. Like, instead of little tiny black dots, what if it has, like, big shiny eyes? Almond shape in there. Color it in. Yeah, that looks good. And then we're gonna eraser. Oh, that's it. That's it. That thing looks cute. I want to hug this thing. Hear me out. What if it were a fox with tentacles? That's a reference to something we created last week. Go watch me play Sticky Business. Okay. Oh, look at him. Is it a him, do you think? What if he's got some kind of accessory? Like, what if he's got, like, a bow tie? Yeah. Okay, and then I liked the idea of him having, like, some kind of, like, heart fur shape on his chest. He also has a very... His head is a lot of wide, empty space. We could give him some kind of hat. Thoughts on the pink? Celia's nickname being Cerium, the element, to sound edgy. Ooh, what element is that? Me about to Google that. Cerium. His hat has the 5 gems in it. You're so smart. Cerium is a chemical element. Yes, I got that. Is a soft, ductile, and silvery white metal. I want to see pictures. Oh, it is cool looking. Interesting. That might be, we'll consider that. Bow on the hat head, like apple bloom. Ooh, that's good. I like the idea that he's got a big hat and that's where he stores the gems. Partially because I think after that, then Celia, whatever her nickname ends up being, is just carrying around his hat. Like, she takes the hat from him, and I think the idea of her having to walk through a zombie apocalypse just holding this top hat is so funny. And, like, he's got the bow tie. Like, he's a dapper little gentleman. We could turn the hat into a little chain accessory after he dies. You're so right. You're so right. There we go. This is good. That's not really what a hat looks like. But we're fine. The idea's there. Okay. After I'm done with the hat, I wanna zoom out and we'll see all of our creations together. Right? Okay. Ooh, if I can zoom out properly, come on. Krita, be my friend. Okay. Oh, this is good. I like these characters. I like them a lot. This is a solid start. Okay. Do we want to try? This is the thing. I think if we're going to draw another one, because Yellow is going to be the next character that they find, I think it makes the most sense to figure her out and figure out their dynamic. But I want to draw Green because I have ideas for her. Okay, wait. Okay, so the other day, like a while ago, I say a while ago, this was like maybe last night. I don't remember when this was. I was telling my sister about this idea, and she had the idea, what if, and I was telling her like the storyline part, and she said, what if the magical girls, what if one of them is already a zombie? And I'm thinking, this is the thought, is that that's gonna be our yellow girl. Because we have this like dual character trope for her, I think she is normally a zombie until she activates her magical girl powers and is in magical girl mode, and then she gets like her soul or whatever back, and she's like the most competent member of the team. But the rest of the time they have to be just dragging her around. Like, I imagine they have her like on a leash. This is where I think we're going. This is what's happening next, is we are gonna draw the yellow one. I wanna move everything. Here's what we're gonna do, is I'm gonna move my text layer down. I get all of our text, move it down here. And then we're gonna get, wait, did I drew this guy on Lydia's layer, didn't I? I think I did. That's okay. We're gonna take him and we're gonna move him down so he's sitting. Selected area has no pixels. Wait, what layer did I draw him on? Oh, okay. I didn't draw him on on Lydia's layer. I drew him on Celia's layer. That's really cute. Also, their names being Celia and Lydia and kind of rhyming. I hadn't processed that one either. Okay. Yes, I'm also gonna erase this. We don't need you anymore. Okay, great. And then we're gonna go into our layers here, and we're gonna copy our base character layer. I do also think I'm copying them because I don't want to draw more than one person. Oh, where's the duplicate? Copy layer. Wait, how did I do it the first time? I don't even remember. There it is. Haha. Okay, and then we're gonna make you yellow. Ooh, what did I do there? Okay, perfect. And move it over. Okay, great. What was I gonna say? Right. I've been copying it because I got so distracted by doing that. I've been copying it because I didn't want to draw anatomy again. Clearly I did such a good job the first time. But I think Lydia is probably taller than Celia is. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yellow time. I like never stream this long, but I'm having fun. I am very happy to keep going. Okay, then we're gonna need like a deeper yellow color, because it needs to show up. Like, I don't want it to be like so bright that it like hurts our eyes to look at. Okay. But the idea, because we're only drawing them in magical girl form, we're not drawing their like civilian forms. So she's not a zombie here. She's like incredibly competent. She is holding the team together. She's a fighter. She knows what she's doing. She is very much gonna have the punk feeling. I think probably the most. Like, I really want to lean into a lot of like grunge aesthetics for her, because like, I don't know. She's been fighting. Okay, great. Yes, I need to zoom in further so that I can actually draw, because I always struggle to draw if I'm zoomed out too much. There we go. This feels about right. Okay. So the first thing I did on the other two was the face. I think the face is a solid place to start. So we're gonna give her a nose, which is just the same nose I gave both of them. Can you even see this yellow against the pink? Does it need to be darker? No, I think it'll be fine. No, I want to make it darker. I'm so indecisive. It's kind of an ugly color. And maybe a bit of a frown. Because, I mean, she's probably got some existential dread going on. With the whole, you know, I only have a soul half the time thing. That can't be fun. I feel for her. Okay. Also opening it to name suggestions again, if anyone has thoughts while we're drawing. That is like the worst part of creating characters, is naming them. And because I'm making anime characters, I can't just name them after my favorite anime characters like I do everything else. I do want her to have really warm eyes, though. Like the round, because I want her to have sort of a big sister type. Like, she's competent, she's in charge, but like she's gonna teach the rest. Well, no. No, I don't want that for her because that's what I want from the green one. That was, when I said I had an idea for green earlier, that's my concept for her, is that she is the oldest and she's definitely the worst at being a magical girl and surviving and all of that, but like, she loves you. She's pure emotional moral support on the team. Okay. What about Dawn? Ooh, I like that. Dawn is cute. Okay. That feels like a good shape for eyes, where it's like kind of flat. It's not mean, but it's not kind. It's somewhere in between. There we go. This is good. Okay, that's a strong start. And then what do I want her hair to look like? I'm thinking possibly a ponytail for her. I want to look at my reference images again. Definitely something that makes her feel a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit more grizzled? That's not quite the word I want, but you get the image of what I'm trying to say. Maybe she's got short hair? That could be good. I'm picturing the red one with short hair though. I mean, there can be more than one with short hair. It's just that our pink one already has shorter hair. I don't know. We've got one down. We've got one pigtails. Or like puffballs. Yeah, I think a ponytail could work for her. No, because I really, really want green to have a ponytail. Wait, I've got it. She's got like braids. But they're like messy. Or like a long... That's what it is. It's not just one ponytail. She's got like a long snaking braid. There we go. Okay. So she's gonna have messier hair. Wait! No, this is it. This makes sense. She has short hair because they are trying to keep track of her in zombie form, so they chopped her hair off to make it easier, and like, that's kind of a story beat, I think, is she's a little bit annoyed about that. Or I guess chopping it off seems mean. Maybe it is that they braided it back. But I guess all of that would be in her civilian form. Oh, I'm so indecisive. Fizzy is so indecisive. I want to look at more references. Seriously, I have like 200 pins on this Pinterest board that I made just for this one stream today. It's not just one stream, we're gonna be streaming again. We're not done yet. Ooh, this is a better idea. If the idea is that she's changing and she's competent in this form and not in her other form, how zombified is she? Maybe zombie hair starts to fall out. This is true, but like, this is her magical form. Like, she can be anything here. But then regrows in her magical form. You're right. I think she needs to have really neat, pretty curls. I think that's the vibe for her. But I think you're right. Maybe she's losing her hair. Okay. So I want her to have like kind of curtain bangs. Right? And then they come down. Ooh, why did I say pretty curls? I don't know how to draw. But like kind of coils, you know? Yeah, okay. If I just draw enough lines, it'll kind of make the vibe. There we go. You can tell that that's meant to be like pretty coily, curly hair. Okay. And then, yes, and then it's gonna like have something kind of complicated, like some kind of braid coming around the crown of her head. This is the vibe. Okay, great. Yes, and then it comes down. Remember when I said I wanted her to be the most punk? I don't think that's it anymore. I think, especially because the blue one ended up a lot more punk and less princess than I was thinking, I think it makes sense for her to be able to have more of this like formal kind of fancy thing. Okay. There we go. And then her hair, yeah, it kind of like flares out. It curls on the bottom. Okay. She could also have some kind of tiara, maybe? What if, no, I was gonna say for a second, what if they all had tiaras? I don't think that's right. Wait, no, it's not that she has a tiara, it's that she's got, because I did this like braid around the crown of her hair, she's got some kind of bow on the back of her head. Not like that though. There we go. We had also mentioned that for Lydia. I think this suits her more to have that. Yes, okay, great. This is a good start. Me stopping to check my references again to see what more ideas I can get for her outfit. The other ones I've found, like, one image has sparked the inspiration for everything that came after it. I think that's probably how it's gonna be for her too, if I can find something that feels right. I think the other two both have uncovered shoulders, so I think I want her to have covered shoulders, maybe some kind of jacket. Right? Ooh. Like a little, is this a bolero? Is that what they call that when it's like just over your shoulders? I think that's right. And then she can have big puffy sleeves. Maybe not puffy sleeves for her. Maybe short cap sleeves, maybe? Is more the energy. Let's try that. It could almost be, because I'm now, the more I talk about her, I'm picturing her as being someone who's pretty guarded. And then this kind of references armor a little bit. She could also have some kind of spikes just to keep the zombie thing going. Yeah, okay. That's good. Maybe a choker of some sort. Ooh, okay. She should have, while I'm looking at her arm, she should have like a kind of bite mark. You know, she's been bitten by a zombie. Okay. I don't know if I like the choker either. We'll come back to that. That's not done yet. I want her to have a big skirt as well. That actually is something I've noticed in a lot of these like high femme punk ideas, is that a lot of them have big puffy skirts. Yeah. Yeah, like that seems to be pretty a common theme here. Okay. So her, where are the other ones' waists? Yeah, because I could see her having a very high waist. Right? Like the skirt starts puffing out higher up. I could also see it being a lot of like tulle. Okay. And then maybe she has some kind of belt here. If I can draw a straight line. Why has that been the hardest thing I've had to do this whole stream, is draw straight lines? Like, I don't know how to do that even. There we go, okay. And then like kind of a belt buckle deal in the center. Oh, and then this belt buckle is where her gem is. So we're gonna draw a circle there. It might end up being a different shape, but it's gonna be a circle for now. Okay. Yes, I think this is good. I like the shape of this so far. Joke about Fizzy. I did not just spoonerism that into Jizzy. That's awful. Not knowing how to draw something straight. Look. Big poofy skirt. I really like big poofy skirt for her. I also think puffy skirt, high boots, right? Like boots that go like up here and kind of fold over at the top. right? This is good. This is a good shape. I like this silhouette we've created. And then her top can kind of go across here. I actually want her jacket to come over more. I like this music too. What's this song called? I always have to check. This is called Missing. Ooh, that's ominous. Okay. I do think I need something more complicated, like more of a design somewhere. I also want her belt to be a bit thicker. Like, it's not quite a corset, but it's not a corset. And especially if her magic powers are gonna be inside of the belt, it needs to be prominent. Like, I mean, that holds, because of this whole zombie business, that holds everything she is. So it needs to be front and center. Like, we're talking wrestler belt. I don't know what that shape is, but that's what we have for now. And then we could go some kind of layers for the skirt. I kind of like it being, the skirt is very plain like this, I think is the vibe. Like, it's just pure tulle going on here. Like, I don't think we need more than that. Okay. Yeah, like, I like her design being very simple. I do want that plaid somewhere again, though. Maybe that's the top of her dress, is the plaid. The other ones I think I did about 15. Yeah, I think it was closer to 15. Try this. No, that's too small. There we go. Okay. Plaid up the top of her dress. Yeah. That's it. That's it for her. Whoop, not equals signs. I didn't mean to type that. Yes. Okay. That, I like how it contrasts with her big curls, too. Like, she's got this very pretty girly hair. And then spiky jacket. Yeah. Wait, this is an idea. I don't know how this is gonna look, but an idea for a shape going over her skirt. Kind of comes around, kind of points down. Like that, but more even. What do we think of that? And then, if we do that, ooh. Then this also has the plaid on it. If I can get the brush to be around the same size, there we go. So we can tell that this is like the same piece of fabric. Yeah, I think that's it. Man, we spent like an hour designing Lydia over there. And then Dawn is so... like, we've really just cranked her out. I had to write her name, too. Okay. Something on her arms? Or do I want her arms to just be blank? I do kind of like that. Oh, I also want the inner skirt with all the tulle to like come in a little bit so you can tell that it's a separate piece. Yeah, there we go. Like, not a lot, just enough to see that it's underneath. Okay, and then there's kind of, I don't know. It's made of tulle. There's shapies in there. It's just so many layers of tulle. Okay. I really really like her having completely bare arms, actually. Like, I do think that's good, because partially I like it showing off the zombie bite there. Or maybe she's got some kind of bandage over it. Wait. Yeah, bandages. And then we could put more bandages down on the lower side of this arm, just to sort of mirror it. Okay. Yes, she's so cute. And then her shoes. This is the part I haven't fully figured out yet. We know tall boots. Are they gonna be like maybe buckles all the way down kind of tall boots? Yeah. That makes sense. That looks good. You know, this is the first time I've done a drawing stream, which is why I say that. It's not 100% the first time. I did one a long time ago. It was actually one of the very first streams I did on YouTube, where we drew, you know, like the what shape is my cookie cutter thing? We did that, but with silly bands. It was really fun, and I liked it a lot, and I'm liking this a lot. It's almost like I should do more drawing, because the thing is, they're my favorite thing to watch. Like, if I'm watching other VTubers, I'm probably watching a drawing stream. Okay. Tall, buckly boots. And that means they should maybe be big platforms on the bottom as well. So, like, her actual foot is here, and she's got massive platforms. Like, full, like, goth girl, Hot Topic. Okay. I also, after I finish drawing this, I need to take another drink. I'm getting thirsty. Okay. Okay, we're gonna zoom out. I like the three of them together, too. Like, I think they complement each other well. I like the plaid being on all three of them. I think that works super well. Right? And I think, yeah, they all have enough of the punk apocalypse kind of energy in them while still being pretty and cutesy. I like how those aesthetics combine. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is where we're gonna end. I think this is where we're gonna end for today. Because we made our three... I'm so tempted to just do the other... Okay, this is the thing, is I want to do the other two tonight, but it depends... It depends how quickly they come together, because if they take me an hour each the way Lydia did, then I don't want to do that. But if they come together in... Seriously, how long were we drawing John? Like, maybe 30 minutes? Not even. If the other two can be made that fast, then it's worth it. Especially... Okay. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. I have enough ideas for both of them that I think we can do it really quickly. Well, I'm so indecisive. Chat, what do you think? Should we end the stream or should we draw our last two girls? I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute to decide and tell me what you think. While you do that, I'm gonna check all these fucking texts I keep getting. Okay. Pace yourself, we can wait for the next stream. You're right, okay. I've had so much fun tonight though. This is one of my favorite streams I've ever done. And I loved chatting with you guys. It means the world to me to have people chatting with me and wanting to help me and spend time here. Thank you so much. Yes, okay. I guess we'll stop here then. I will be back. Ooh, when am I gonna be back next? Wednesday. On Wednesday, we're gonna play Danganronpa. That's the next stream. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. There might be one in between there. I'm cooking up a collab, but I don't know when that'll be, so I don't want to promise you it'll be before Wednesday, because I don't know. And then after that, I suppose we'll do this again next Sunday, because I want to finish. And Saturday, we'll play more Date Everything. So that'll be my stream schedule for the upcoming week. And yes, like I said, big announcement on Wednesday. That's the important thing. Something big is coming. I've been hinting at that for a while. It's finally time to tell you. It'll be good. I'm excited. I can't wait. Yes, until then, thank you for coming out. Thank you for drawing with me, for spending time with me. Au revoir et bonne nuit. Fizzy loves you.